Okay, look at this. The single image ad, if you just wanted to run an ad to that audience, $750 to $1,800 a month. A carousel ad, same price. A video ad, same price. Look what happens. We just dropped that thing from $750 to $1,800. We dropped the cost in half. And then look at this, conversation ads.
Want to learn more about conversation ads on LinkedIn, which can help you drop the amount of spending by up to 50%, all while spending less time and energy generating leads? These are effective B2B lead generation strategies to grow your list. I'm Alina Nazari with the Advisorist team, and we're about to pop in on a recent live workshop Jeremiah Demaray hosted for insurance and financial advisors. In this training, Jeremiah selects one financial advisor and shows him exactly how to set up his LinkedIn chatbot to drive automated leads directly into his inbox. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button below for more videos on marketing and lead generation strategies for insurance and financial advisors in 2020.
Hey man, welcome and thanks. That was pretty fast on the draw McGraw there.
I followed instructions well as much as I can.
That's awesome. Hey, and I saw you got your standing desk finally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at you, man. Got the standing desk we sent you. Man, looking like a boss there. You're going to turn that into a man cave / office there. I see you got some hockey in the background. Is that hockey? Air hockey?
Yeah, it's a little air hockey game.
Awesome. I'm glad that finally came to you. Okay, so
I appreciate it.
I want to help you and I want to help everybody here. So Maynard, if there was any audience you could go after, and I'm talking titles, companies, whatever on LinkedIn, who would that be?
HR managers and business owners.
Let's do it. Okay. So actually, we're not going to do audiences. We're going to do HR managers. So let's go to, we got membership groups, job experience, job titles. Let's start with HR manager. So we've got human resources manager. Do you want to talk to assistants too or no?
No, mainly the main person, the decision maker for employee benefits.
Awesome. How about senior human resource managers?
Sure.
How about regional ones?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? GM of human resources?
Yeah, sounds like one of the decision makers.
Okay. All right, let's keep it with that, right?
Sure.
And here there's other job titles that, you know, I think this one, like head of human resources, might be a pretty good one too. We might want to throw that one in here. Chief people officer, that's kind of the fancy new word they're giving folks.
Okay.
Senior directors. So let's kind of keep them all there. Now, you notice, guys, what's happening here. As we narrow down, it went from like over 170 million to 620,000. That's way, 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 way too big. All right. Do you want to further narrow it down by company size?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. What's an ideal company size?
The easier ones are probably 20 to 100.
20 to 100. Okay. So notice, folks, I added another attribution here. So what we want to do is company, and then we're going to go with company size, and then we're going to go to, is 50 to 200 okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Or even 11 to 50 probably would be even better.
11 to 50 instead?
Yeah.
All right. We still got about 60,000 to go there. So that's what I would do is now let's do geographic.
Okay.
So do they put under demos? Now, guys, I just want to show something right here that is kind of new, that you can start targeting ages on LinkedIn with this. Now, in the past, like you can't, yeah, it's pretty awesome, right? In the past, you could not do that. So if you wanted to go, for those of you that are doing more like retirement accounts and people closer to retirement, pay attention to that because that's very, very interesting. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it right here. I want to keep motoring through. But I want to see where, I'm trying to get to the demo edu job experience. So They must have moved it because I was just doing this yesterday. It's like the Facebook platform. They're always changing 30 things at a time. So if you see it here, tell me, guys, because I'm looking for geography.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have it geographically, like a state or anything like that.
Okay, let's keep going because maybe it'll show up, after.
Okay.
So I'm going to skip some of the other steps because what I really want to get to, everybody, is this right here, the message ad. Okay.
Message ad. Okay.
Here's the message ad. This is the money maker right here. So you can do single ads, and guys, check this out. Okay. Look at this. The single image ad, if you just wanted to run an ad to that audience, $750 to $1,800 a month. A carousel ad, same price. A video ad, same price. Look what happens. We just dropped that thing from $750 to $1,800. We dropped the cost in half. And then look at this, conversation ads. So we've got message ads. This is basically an ad, goes into their inbox, they take an action. But what you guys want, this is the super stealthy one, the conversation ad. You see how people here are kind of chatting away? The little icon? That's what you want. You want the conversation ad. Okay. Now, you're not going to choose the audience network because all you want is people having a conversation Maynard inside your LinkedIn message center. So this is where you set your daily budget. You can set a daily and a total. So let's say for now we're going to say, okay, I want to put this at, $20. Let's see if they allow a minimum of 20. All right, $20 a day. And I don't want to spend more than $250. I'm going to start it tomorrow. And I also want to finish it, let's say I'm going to run this thing for a whole month. So they kind of defaults to a month here. And then 20 cents per conversation. Let's see if we can actually get that lower and without getting kicked out of the system. Okay, so they have minimums. So just keep in mind, folks, that there's a minimum that they're going to allow you to do. So basically for 20 cents, you can get directly to your decision make. It's guaranteed, right? You don't have to be connected. You don't have to use a bot. You don't have to use any automation. It's guaranteed that that message. Now, whether they reply or not is to be seen, right? But if you send, let's say, 5 messages and one person starts to engage and becomes a lead, well, then you got $1 a lead, right?
Right.
So, just kind of, even if it's $10 a lead, 20, 30, 40, 50. I know guys that are paying firms $250 for an appointment with an HR person right now. So this is the way that you could try to master this on your own. Now, moving quickly now, we're going to move to the next feature. Our campaign is saved. We're going to create a new ad, and here's what's going to happen is, so first thing we're going to do is name this ad. So we're going to do HR managers test. And this is where it's cool. You can choose who sends it. So if you've got somebody else on your team, or you've got a virtual assistant, or you've got someone that looks way better than you, like in my case, right? I'm not saying you look bad. I'm just talking to everybody at this point.
Get it.
Yeah. You can have them, you can invite them, you say add sender, and you put their LinkedIn profile here, and it will send them an invite to, hey, can we send the messages from your account? This is done all the time, ladies and gentlemen, where, rather less handsome gentlemen will use rather lovelier looking ladies to do the outreach. It is done all the time. So just know that that's done. So you can do it from yourself. I would do it from myself. And I'm talking for you as well. Nothing wrong with the way you look. And I think people would like the fact that, it's actually you under your name. We're not going to do any banners here. No, nothing fancy. For those of you that need disclaimers, guess what? You can use a custom footer for terms and conditions. So for all of my friends regulated by FINRA and who cry up and down that I can't do anything on LinkedIn because nobody lets me, that's where you put your disclaimer. Okay. Now, there is a lead gen form that you must create. It will not actually let you go to the next step of creating a bot if you don't have a lead gen form. So I have one. I created one for speed for this class, but it's a simple little form. We're going to pretend we're going to use it, but we're actually not. So if you guys get to this point when you're doing this, don't worry. You just create a little form that's like first name, last name, email. We're not going to use it for this one. Okay, so now it actually has some templates. Look at this on the right-hand side. We can start creating these templates, and they really have done a good job to try to make it easy for you. So there's many different ways that they have different templates here. You can do surveys, offer services, drive enrollment, promote your podcast. You can just do a blank one. What we're trying to do though, and they just have like mock copy, right? And I personally don't think the copy here is that fantastic. So we're going to, kind of do something together here ourselves. So let's say drive, trials, and demos. All right. So now that I've kind of picked the template that I want to use, I'm going to go to next step, and then it's going to ask me for my call to action. Now you can get really fancy here. Maynard, you can have an image there. It can be a picture of you. It can be it has to be a JPEG or a PNG file. It could be a picture of, let's say you're giving away a really valuable lead magnet. You could put a picture of the lead magnet in there, but you can't put videos. Okay, so it's just like an image. For now, I would rather keep this really text-based. Start off really simple, folks. When you're starting off your ad strategy, keep it very, very simple, because otherwise it's going to confuse you, and you're going to get frustrated and discouraged. So start off really simple. So it's asking you, what is the call to action you want people to do? Now, in your case, Maynard, what would you want an HR person in a perfect world? What's the action you would want them to take?
To start a conversation with me, or to set up an appointment so I can come in and educate them on what I do.
Okay, so if you remember, folks, from the earlier classes, we're gonna do, can I coach you, Maynard?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously that's the end game, right? I want to book an appointment in person to come and educate everybody. But before that, we want to go with micro commitments.
Right.
So the first thing I would do is say, hop on a 15-minute chat or a 10-minute chat, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do that.
To start a conversation.
Yeah. And folks, stay away from terms like meetings, appointments. That psychologically right now is not resonating in a time of crisis. People don't want to have meetings. They want to have chats. Virtual coffees are working really well as well. Now notice here, this is where the default is open a lead gen form. We don't want them to open up a lead gen form. We want to show another message, or guess what? We can send them to a website, and Maynard, this could be your calendar link.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So now we've just done that, but let's say we're going to do a hop on a website. We'll just do I don't know, calendly.com.pro. Got to put the little HTTPS.
Man, you are fast.
I better be, because I got to wrap up in 12 minutes.
Right?
All right.
Amen, brother.
So that's the first option, right? But that's a little premature. We could add an optional response. So if you do something here like test, you'll actually see, you can start to look at that, and you create a whole new call to action on below. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but we're going to just, kind of keep this a little bit simple. So here we are, hop on a 15-minute chat. They don't want to do that. They're like, tell me more. Okay, so look down here, Maynard. You see that under button text? If they say, tell me more, like, I don't really want to hop on a chat. I just want to, okay, tell me more, right? Let's work on a little message sequence here, and let's come up with a really great, all right, let me create that first, and go to the flow chart. Now, notice how I just switched between views?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was previewing this, but you can also go to view flowchart.
So is this where I ask them a question or I make a statement?
So this is where you would we're going to make a statement next.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you notice how you guys can even create multiple steps, and you can edit those responses.
Wow.
But it's saying I'm getting, yeah. So here's the message that they're suggesting. Hey, no worries. Just out of curiosity, do you already have a solution in place for, helping your employees? Like, what would you say is your unique sales proposition?
I help companies offer additional employee benefits to their staff without any cost to them. I know it's long, but I'm just.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, it's live, man. We're live scripting here. Do you already have a solution in place to offer your employees additional benefits that increase, or maybe we say that decrease churn,
Or do you already have, for, recruiting, retaining employees, something like that? Because that's a hard thing right now.
Okay.
Whatever you want to put in there.
Do you already have a solution in place to offer your employees additional benefits that help with recruiting and retaining at no cost to you? Great. Okay, I like that question because it's a yes or no, you see, and it already defaulted. Yes, I do. Then you could simply say, you could do another message, right? Which is, oh, that's great. If ever I can be of extra help, here's my website or a video that I recorded, about the least known ways that employees are doing this, okay? Or the least known ways that CEOs are doing this, in your area. And then if they say, no, I don't, well, you can have an option right here, right? Actually, no, I don't. And I like making them very friendly. Like, don't make them like robotic. Think less robotic, more human as you're writing these out. And just think like you were at Starbucks and you met somebody and you started to have a chat and they disagreed with you. Would you be like, okay, thank you so much? You'd be like, actually, a lot of people would be surprised that they don't know this, right? So just try to make it really conversational.
I hope you enjoyed that clip from a recent live workshop by Jeremiah Demaray. As you can see, generating leads on LinkedIn doesn't have to be an impossible feat. He's shown you an effective B2B lead generation idea to grow your list. All it really is just making sure that you're having meaningful conversations with your prospects. And if you can automate part of that process with a LinkedIn chatbot, why wouldn't you? Also, if you would like more insightful strategies and tactics proven to work in 2020, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. I'd also love to personally invite you to our completely free virtual advisor power hour hosted by Jeremiah Demaray every single week for insurance and financial advisors. Just click the link in the description below to add it to your calendar. Thanks for watching.